YouTube. It's Friday. For some of us, it's a 3-day weekend, baby. If you work, are you off on Monday? Are you off on Monday? Thank you, Jesus. I'm off on Monday. Did we just get a new member? Come on, somebody. Miss Fran and got me. Oh, woo! Hello, Miss Fran. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. I hope you have a good weekend. Shout out to the new member. I wish I had a little thing I could play, but I don't. Well, I can just play. I'm just gonna play this here because I want to thank you for becoming a member. It don't say that I'm gonna have to get with Boy Stop Capping. You know, he's the guru. Here you go. I want to thank you. That'll work. I want to thank you for becoming a member. Okay. Memberships are tax about $2.50. You know, in the mornings when I do my breakfast, those are normally on members only as far as chatting. Okay, you can watch it, but you won't be able to like chat. And then I'll sometimes put it on members only after the live because I play the gospel music and you know it gets us ready for that work day. For those of us that's going in there to their job, we might need Willie Banks or somebody to get us through the day, honey. Okay. But I'm drinking and thinking right now, so I ain't gonna talk about the gospel. I don't mix the two. Yes, rest in peace to Dre. Before we go into all of that, let me say, Miss Jackie Foley, I talked to her today. She's busy doing a lot of things. You know, she has a lot going on. But rest in peace to Carlita Foley. Okay, and they will hopefully the family will be going to Georgia around the 25th of September. All right, that is the day that her daughter lost her life, and we will not forget, and we will keep on pushing. I spoke to Miss Loretta today. Let's keep her in our prayers. Okay, she's going to visit a family member that's, you know, going through some things. So keep Miss Loretta in your prayers and let's help hope that she has safe travels. I'm sure she did. Thank you, Miss Loretta, for those words of encouragement earlier today. All right. Hello, Books. How you doing? One of the newest, hottest moderators in the YouTube streets. I got the hottest moderators in the YouTube streets, and I keep them with me. Wherever I go, they coming too. All right, shout out to Taylor May, Life of T. Marie. Where's Kizzy and Miss Vicky? Are they off today? Do I need to? I'm gonna have. You know what? Hold on, honey. Are they in here yet? And I just haven't seen them. Hold on. Where Kizzy and Vicky at? Oh, they taking. Maybe they got plans for the weekend. This phone not even working. I guess they say they're gonna let you moderators handle it. They're gonna take the night off. They're gonna take the night off. They're gonna let y'all handle it. Okay, so if we see, oh look at one of my managers. Look at one of my managers, y'all. I went to Instagram and he popped up. Go on, Rello with the Shady Tea. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Okay. And August with the Shade, baby. Woo! Do y'all know who August with the Shade is? Okay. Let me tell you about August with the Shade. Do you like Nicki Minaj? You need to check him out. But we're gonna get into the commentary in a minute. But check out August with the Shade.
Yeah. I had to come on here and say something real quick, like, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, PP?
What's up? That's August, right?
Yes, you know it is.
What's up, August?
Not much. You know what I'm saying? I just had to come on here and let y'all know real quick. Y'all better leave my PP alone.
Y'all better leave his PP alone. All right. Okay, guys. Hey, Life of T. Marie. I gave them PTO. You gave them personal time out and my not personal time. They on PTO. I did not sign that time sheet. Where is Kizzy? And where is Lorraine? Where my friend at? You know, some people don't be getting the I wish I had something I could send to everybody. Say we live. Can't wait to see Tim and his she hips get life without parole. Who knows? There's a lot going on out here in these YouTube streets. Okay, guys, if you haven't already signed the petitions that I have, I don't have both of them, but one is Local Libra, Goddess of Order. Okay, go and sign her petition. Someone drop it in the chat, please, the link. Or you can go to her channel, Local Libra, Goddess of Order, and sign the petition. It's on her community wall. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let it go. Get over it. Move on. Leave people alone. Enough is enough. Stop the bullying. Who wants to be bullied day after day after day? You know, I bet if I was over and then sign my petition, it's my choice. Stop the bullying of PP. It's my choice. It is what it is. Stop the bullying of PP. If I was over there in the Korean, like, doing mukbangs and doing my thing, or in the African sector doing my thing, eating the you don't see all that bullying. You just don't see that over there. I don't think YouTube would allow it. I don't know why they're allowing it over here. I'm going to contact that doggone creator studio contact information again. Why are you all allowing bullying? No, no, no. Stop the bullying. Okay? We are here for justice. My assignment, I am here to fight for justice. For those families where the cases are cold, we will bring life back to those cases. That's my assignment, okay? And it's a good assignment. I'm helping people, okay? That's what we're going to do, all right? That's what we're going to do. We're not going to stop. We will not yield. We will not be silenced. No. And we will not bully anyone over here. We won't dox anybody. Who wants to be doxxed? Who wants family members to give all of their personal information to people they've never even met or known? Who would do such a thing? Totally ridiculous. Okay. I know I wouldn't give my information to nobody, so if somebody got it, I didn't give it to them. Okay. All right, we're going to move on. Let me stop. Let me woo-saw. All right. Hey, Miss Wonderful, how you doing? Oh, I'm behind, child. I'm behind. Just sign. Thank you, KK Kwame King. Did you sign both? I need you to sign Local Libras. Enough is enough. That says it all. Enough is enough. Okay? Because some of us have purposes that are unspoken, and we need somebody to sometimes help us speak them. Unspoken purpose. Check out the channel. Okay. And if you're not strong enough, maybe you need somebody to be too strong for the most of them, or all of them. Too strong for most. Check out her channel. I support all of those channels. I do. You don't have to agree on everything to do the right thing. Enough is enough. Miss Vicky, where you come from? Who left the gate open? It's Friday, y'all. Look, it's been a long week. I go to my mama's every morning. I stop and get breakfast. I go over there. I do things. It's been a long week, and it's Friday. I'm not going to be on here but no more than about an hour, because we're going to have us a long weekend. We're going to be live all weekend long. Okay, gearing up for the trial, the big day. Okay. Hello, Nay. Hey, Nay, where Kizzy? Hey, Phylly, boo. Hey, Iceman, what's going on? Iceman got his channel over there. Iceman be doing his thing. Okay. He be doing this thing, and he ain't been on here talking about me. He actually called me up to let me know what was going on. See, it's hard to find folks that stay true. Support Iceman's channel, Michael. So he called us, and gave us information. He did. I support him. I'm subscribed. I be watching you, Michael Stovall Hour, aka the Iceman. He growing over there too. You doing your thing, child. I see you. I see you, honey. Yes, I do. Okay. He done calmed down a little bit. He done got it together over there. He doing it, working that StreamYard. Is y'all hear Tommy up there? That's my baby. People with no people. You know what? We not. Don't Leslie. Don't get me started, okay? Not gonna do it. Kizzy, what's up, Kizzy K girl? How you doing? How you doing? How your mama doing? How's everybody doing? All right, y'all. Let me move on. Y'all know. Oh, look at Simply. Yo, you okay? You dancing over there. I love you, boo. Okay, I love you too. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me and having my back and not stabbing me the first chance you got. You know what I'm saying? Well, folks sure will turn on you, won't they? Yeah, help them out. You know what? I ain't gonna go there. This is about Dre. Justice for Dre. Justice for Dre. Dre was scared and has been wrongly accused, but we knew that all along. We knew Dre didn't do nothing. We knew Dre didn't break into his grandmama's house. Come on, somebody. We already knew that. Chris Carroll didn't have to tell us that. Yeah, Chris Carroll is tall. He's singing like a hummingbird. Singing so much they want to get his testimony barred. Yes, honey. You know I did. Now I know something about the church. I know a whole lot about the church, honey. Been there. Always been in there. Still in there, okay? All right, what's going on here? What y'all saying? We love you, PP. Always, sugar. Okay. Love you too. PP, you almost got 30K now, child. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Just let me say thank y'all to the people. Thank y'all for supporting me. The views are going up. Lord knows I need the views. I got bills to pay in a whole other state, Missouri. But thank y'all so much for supporting me. Thank you. You know what? Listen, God works in mysterious ways, honey. He might just let somebody mention your name, and that's all it takes sometimes. And I thank you. I surely do. Thank you to all the new subscribers and supporters and new members. Thank you so much to my supporters and my moderators and people that have that stuck with me through thick and thin. It got hard. It got tough. Not everybody couldn't have weathered that storm. You know, everyone could not have weathered that storm, and that's just the truth. But son, you just got to be strong, honey. You got to pray every day. He's trying to save his own tail. Yes, he is. Talking about Tim. He is. I don't see Tim getting off. I don't either. Hope he doesn't. Hello, Blue Tea. Thank you for the Cash App, Catherine. I sure do appreciate it. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. And don't y'all forget about the Defamation Defense Fund. It's real. I'm going to tell y'all my attorney's name next week. Yes, honey. Okay. I bet the trail will go on and all the evidence will be used. The trial will go on. Yes, it better go on. I'm saying trail. I can't see, child. Okay. That's a whole lot of tell to say. Geraldine something else. Hello, Simply. I wonder why mainstream media isn't coming. I don't know. But you know what? We are the mainstream media. We are the hottest journalists teams of members out there, the YouTube, and it's a whole lot of us covering it. It's a whole lot of us, honey. What you don't get over here, go find it over there. Okay, and we all give it to you in different ways, and they are doing good jobs. So go over there and check them out. Yes, indeed. It's a whole lot of people to choose from. My Mars and chat, I apologize for late reply. I know that's right. Better late than never. Hey, Keisha, we love you too. I love you too, Keisha. Like I said before, who wouldn't want some to stomp for justice and righteousness? We stomping for Dre over here, honey. We stomping for Dre. Justice for Dre, justice for Carlita. Actually, we're talking about the trial tonight. Justice for Dre. You better know it. Hey, Morgan. Thank you, Miss Vicky. You already know I would get a margarita. Okay. You already know, Miss, huh? Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Miss Vicky, thank you for the margarita. All right. Hold on. Let me go.
It's been a long time, honey, but I know, yeah. Store. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. I say I got you.
Hold on, y'all. Tell me the PM. Okay. All right. So, thank you everyone for joining. I know it's the holiday weekend. People are probably doing things, got a lot going on. Catch the replay. The replay is just as good as the live. Trust me, honey. If you don't catch me live, just watch the replay. And I have started to put the day, Friday, September the 2nd, 2022, at the beginning, so you guys can see the date. You guys have told me so many times, can you please put the date? I don't know, it's so many videos. Well, I am doing that for you, okay? So I hope that helps. Thank you so much again for supporting me. Thank you, Angela Patterson, for the super sticker, girl. I might get 3 margaritas now. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No, I'm not. Way things going. I need about 4 or 5 margaritas. Woo! All right, let me see where I'm gonna start. What is this here? Let me see this document right here. It says this was filed today. U.S. plaintiff versus James Timothy Norman. United States motion to exclude the defense expert Russell Luce based on late and inadequate disclosure. Okay. The feds want to try to exclude one of Tim's experts. It says comes now the U.S. by and through its attorney, the United States Attorney, I normally say U.S. States Attorney Sailor Fleming and Angie Dennis and Gwendolyn Carroll, Assistant U.S. Attorneys, and respectfully moves this court for an order precluding defendant Norman from calling expert Russell Luce based on defense counsel's late and inadequate disclosure. They're challenging each other, honey. Factual and procedural background. At 4:50 a.m. on September the 2nd, the Friday before the trial, a little less than 9 hours before the commencement of the pre-trial conference in the above captioned matter, counsel for the U.S. received an email from counsel for the defendant attaching the disclosure letter and curriculum vitae of their intended expert, Russell Luce. The proposed disclosure letter is attached as Exhibit 1 to this filing, and proposed expert's curriculum vitae is attached as Exhibit 2. And it had a bunch of email addresses on there, so I'm not going to show that. The only indication as to the opinions and conclusion as to which Mr. Luce will testify is the following one-sentence summary from Mr. Counsel. Mr. Luce will testify and opine that it is reasonable, typical, and not unusual for a person in a position such as Mr. Norman to take out a life insurance policy on someone such as Mr. Montgomery. Okay, looks like, let's see where we're going here. Russell wants to come in and say, it's okay that Tim lied 1,000 times to get a $450,000 policy on his nephew, whom he was behind him losing his life, allegedly. Mr. Luce is going to say, everybody does that. Well, not everybody. Maybe people that own restaurants, they insure their employees without their knowledge, $450,000. Yeah. They have insurance agents. I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have been since 1996. I'm grandmothered in. I don't even need to get continuing education. I've been licensed so long. That's wrong. You do not do that. You cannot lie. Wally, I don't mean to get on you again, but Wally, it was wrong. It was wrong. Okay, let's go back to these documents. Let's go back to this document. Life insurance on somebody such as Mr. Montgomery. The defense provided no report prepared by Mr. Luce, no fee schedule, no list of cases in which the proposed expert has previously testified, and no list of documentation or information upon which Mr. Luce relied in forming his opinion. Let me see, what did they say he was going to testify again to? Mr. Luce will testify and opine that it is reasonable and typical and not unusual for a person in a position such as Mr. Norman to take a life insurance policy out on someone such as Mr. Andre Montgomery. Okay. Defendant Norman's experts should be precluded from testifying because of the untimely and insufficient nature of the expert disclosure. The defendant must, at the government's request, give to the government a written summary of any testimony that the defendant intends to use under Rules 702, 703, or 705 of the Federal Rules of Evidence as evidence at trial. The defendant requests disclosure under subdivision, and the government complies. This summary must describe the witness opinions, the basis and reasons for those opinions as the witness's qualifications. The purpose of the expert disclosure requirement is to minimize surprise that often results from unexpected expert testimony. Like gotcha, like a Perry Mason moment. Okay, it says reduce the need for continuances and to provide the opponent with a fair opportunity to test the merit of the expert's testimony through focused cross-examination. And then they quote some things you can refer to. With increased use of both scientific and non-scientific expert testimony, one of counsel's most basic discovery needs is to learn that an expert is expected to testify. Courts of appeal, including the Eighth Circuit, have repeatedly affirmed district courts' exclusions of experts for failure to comply with the disclosure requirements of those certain things that they're quoting there, cases and things like that. It goes on to say, conclude the district court did not abuse its discretion by excluding evidence for failure to comply with Rule 16, disclosure of requirements, U.S. versus Jones, because the expert notice failed to include the reasons for the expert's opinion as required by the rule. The court did not abuse its discretion by excluding this expert testimony. So they're saying that in another case, an expert was, they excluded it, okay? Excluding this expert testimony, which had not been properly disclosed, okay? U.S. versus Holmes. All right, that's the case they're referring to. If you want to look it up and see, okay, this has happened before, and they excluded that expert's testimony. Concluding the district court did not abuse its discretion in excluding expert testimony after required Rule 16b1c disclosures were not made, U.S. versus Day. It was not an abuse of discretion for the district court to conclude that the appropriate sanction for the Rule 16 violation was the exclusion of Dr. Spodek's testimony. Dr. Spodek, I almost thought of Dr. Spock. Having received the U.S. United States Fed or CRIM, these are just cases that they're citing, notice and disclosure requests under Fed or CRIM, defendant Norman was obligated to disclose to the U.S. a summary that described Mr. Luce's expert testimony, including his opinions and the basis and reasons for the opinions, or they can just voir dire him and make sure he's an expert. Defendant Norman's disclosure letter does not satisfy the basic requirements, including in Fed or CRIM. Defendant's disclosure letter contains a single sentence describing Mr. Luce's conclusions and omits entirely the basis or reasons for that opinion. How did he get to the point to where he says, oh, it's no big deal that Mr. Norman went out and had papers forced to get a $450,000 policy? That's no big deal. People do it all the time, allegedly. The disclosure contains no explanations of what it means by a person in a position such as Mr. Norman, or what it means by the phrase someone such as Mr. Andre Montgomery. What do you mean? Oh, you saying because it's his nephew? I mean, who does that? I mean, he's his uncle. Who lies and pretends to be Andre on the phone to get the policy? People do that all the time. Is that what you're saying? The disclosures does not identify what document, interviews, reports, records, or other information on which the expert relied in forming his conclusions. Because defendant's disclosure letter does not include a summary of Mr. Luce's testimony and the basis and reasons for his opinions as required by Rule 16, the government urges the court to exclude Luce's opinions and testimony. Further, numerous courts have determined that exclusion is an appropriate remedy where an expert is untimely. In the present case, see U.S. versus Petrie. Okay. Finding that district court properly excluded expert testimony as a sanction for untimely disclosure because the defendant waited until Friday afternoon prior to the commencement of trial on Monday. But we've already been told that it's okay, and it's been ruled upon that you can give out stuff the Friday before the trial, or either 10 days. Let me say 10 days before the trial. I take that back. Of trial on Monday to disclose his expert to the government. My. U.S. versus Cape Causey, 748. Finding that district court properly excluded expert testimony where the defendant did not comply with Rule 16 notice requirements. Excuse me there for those mispronunciations. U.S. versus Blair, 493. Finding that the district court properly excluded expert testimony where notice was provided by the defendant during trial without sufficient justification for his untimeliness. U.S. versus Hofbecker, finding that the district court properly excluded expert testimony when notice was provided by the defendant 3 days before the jury selection. They're just trying to cite all these cases where it was ruled that the expert could not testify, okay, because they waited too late. U.S. versus Mahaffey, precluding defense expert witness for which insufficient notice was provided on the day that trial commenced. Tardiness of notice was particularly egregious because he has been in possession of the superseding indictment for over a year. Ample time to determine the topics upon which his expert would testify. In short, where the defendant's expert disclosure is both untimely and insufficient, exclusion of that expert is an appropriate remedy. In conclusion, Your Honor, for the foregoing reasons, the U.S. respectfully requests that this court grant the United States motion to exclude the testimony of proposed defense expert Russell Luce. All right, y'all. My. So they want that defense expert Russell to be, well, he can't testify. He's going to testify that it's common for someone in Tim's position to get a policy on someone like Andre. Do you all have any comments on that? Well, I mean, what does that mean? Precedence is very important in trials. U.S. has done that a lot. That's right. You got once precedence has been set. I heard that it had to be after the show went off. I don't recall seeing him on the show. Well. Praying for the Griggs family. That's right. Prayers for Miss Michelle Griggs. You better know it. The expert could not testify because it is very expensive to acquire. Good evening, Phylly Mars, and good evening. Actually, he was there in St. Louis when Andre was Kate. Y'all must be having a sidebar conversation. If I were his kid's mother, I would have their last name changed. Talking about Tim. But anyway, so Tim wants, the defense, the prosecutors wants the defense's expert witness, Mr. Russell Luce, barred from testifying. He's planning to testify that it was okay. It's a common thing. People go out and have fake policies written on their nephew all the time for $450,000, and the nephew knows nothing about it, and they pretend that he made $100,000, $55,000. I can't remember all the amounts. It's a common thing. They lie about where he had, when he went his last scene, the doctor had a physical. It's a common thing. I ain't buying it. What Iceman say? What y'all laughing at? I missed it, child. I missed it. Anyway, what exactly makes him an expert? Maybe he's seen a lot of people lie on getting insurance policies. I don't know. That's what the prosecutors want to know. They need to wire him. What makes you an expert? I want to know. How many people have you seen lie about getting to get a $450,000 policy on a family member that the family member knows nothing about it? Allegedly, as far as I know, Andre didn't know about it. Andre did not want to come back to St. Louis. He didn't break into that house. He did not want to go back to when we saw the way that house was ramshacked. We say Dre didn't do that. They was looking for something. Dre didn't do that. Dre would never, not to a woman. He had a name tatted on his shoulder or his arm or whatever you call it. We keep it real over here, honey. Come on now. When do a Merc say how they should be punished? Where did they found Luce? They must have paid him. All right. Let me see what document I want to look at next. Hold on, guys. Let me find the next one. Okay. Which one is this right here? Oh, this may be the wrong one. Hold on. I think that's an old one. Old. There's so many. There's a lot of them, guys. And I told you, we won't be on here long, guys. We won't be on here long because we're going to be on here all weekend, hopefully. Nope, I don't think that's it either. Y'all, I apologize. Bear with me. When you have 1,000 documents, it is what it is. Ooh. You know what? I cannot locate it. Is this it? Okay, here's another document that was filed. It's short. It's just, I just want you guys to know what's going on. So the U.S. looks like they're adding another attorney, honey. They need a little help. They got to call backup after they done found out about Travail getting these deals and they holding on to it and not telling nobody for 21 months. So it says entry of appearance. They need to have another attorney appear with them. Comes now the U.S. of America by and through Sailor Fleming, the U.S. State's Attorney for the Eastern District of Missouri, and Carrie Constantin. We haven't heard that name. Assistant U.S. State's Attorney for said district, Assistant United States Attorney for said district, and hereby enter their appearance on behalf of the United States. They had to call a little backup, okay? Every now and then you need a little help. Ain't nothing wrong with a little help. I certify that on September the 2nd, the foregoing was filed electronically with the clerk of the court to be served by operation of the court's electronic filing system. So, Carrie, okay, they calling in some more people. They need a little help. They took a little setback the other day. All that stuff started coming out. Travail having charges dropped, but everybody, Tim knew Travail was on drugs long before. He knew it. He already knew it. He's been knowing that all along. So it's not like he's just finding out. They knew he was on drugs. That's why he accepted only $5,000 to do what he did. So it's nothing new. No way my aunt had me sign my policy and my daughter had to sign hers. Oh, you're talking about as far as the expert, him saying that happens all the time? I know. He don't know. I'm covering Thunder Thighs tonight. Who is Thunder? Oh, you talking about Tim? Wonder do they know who the others were who he had policies on? Will they call the whole family in to testify? Charles, Monique, Miss Robbie, the sisters, and Janae? Who knows? Who knows? The clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Yes, it is, honey. It is ticking. That's why he asked him to do it, so he could say he was on drugs. You know, you never know. You never know. You never know. But we've been knowing he was on drugs, haven't we? We've been knowing that he was on drugs. We've been knowing for a while. Hold on, guys. All right, y'all. So, you know, I told you guys we would, we're going to get through these indictments before the trial start. I'm going to read just a little bit. I won't be on here no more than an hour, so we got about 15 minutes. So let me see here. This is Wallace. We're going to save Terica for last, okay? You know, in Travell's plea, if you guys have watched that video, the judge asked him numerous times, have you been promised anything, this, that, and the other? He said no, sir, to everything. So did Travell know that those charges were dropped? I mean, I don't know. So this is from July the 22nd, 2022. Okay. The proceedings commenced at 10:30 a.m. The court. We are here on the record. We are here and on the record in the case of the U.S. versus Wael Reby Yachman, a.k.a. Wally is what we're going to call him. And then they give you the case number. The record should reflect that the defendant appears in person and with counsel Neil Bruntrager. The U.S. appears by Assistant U.S. Attorneys Gwen and Angie. The defendant appears here today having been charged in a multiple count indictment. Mr. Yachman has been charged in counts 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. God dang, that's a lot of counts of the indictment. It is the court's understanding pursuant to the written guilty plea agreement that we are deferring action on counts 4 through 8 and proceeding on count 3. Is that correct? Ms. Carroll says. Is that correct, Ms. Carroll and Ms. Danis, on behalf of the government? Ms. Carroll says, that's correct, Your Honor. The court then says, and based on that announcement and the written guilty plea, Mr. Bruntrager, it is the court's understanding you are here today with your client. It is his intent to withdraw his former plea of not guilty and enter a plea of guilty to that charge in count 3. Now, was he on drugs? Is he in a sound mind? It charges him with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud. Is that correct? His attorney says, yes, Your Honor. The court comes back and says, Mr. Yachman, you have heard your attorney's announcement that you are here today. You are going to withdraw your former plea of not guilty, enter a plea of guilty to that charge in count 3. And it charges you with conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and bank fraud. Is that correct? Wally says, yes, Your Honor. My. I don't know too many people that's going to plea if they really didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? The court says, if it is necessary for me to ask you a number of questions. Again, I need you to keep your voice up. Wally, talk up, Wally. Talk up, Wally. Wally was talking all low. Were you talking low when you was asking Tim to hurry up and sign them papers so you could win that trip? Okay. I have to hear everything that you say. The court reporter has to take down everything that you say. That's right. So it can be typed up and I can get it and read it to my people. It is also important, again, that you listen carefully to what I say. If there is anything you don't understand, stop me and let me know. Or you can ask for time to talk to your attorney. But I want to make sure you understand what's going on here today. All right, sir? Yes, sir. I bet he spoke up then. The court then says, it is also necessary for you to give full, complete, and truthful answers to my questions. Your answers are under oath, which means under penalty of perjury. So at this time, if you will raise your right hand, I will ask the clerk to administer the oath. Being pronounced and sworn, testified as follows. And the court, can you make sure the light is on the microphone? Great. Will you state your full name for the record? Wally. Your date of birth, sir. And then it gives them all that information. Born in Denver, Colorado. And again, you have indicated, your attorney has indicated that you are going to enter a plea of guilty to the charge in count 3 of the indictment. Is that in fact correct? Yes, Your Honor. And I want to start by asking some questions just to make sure that your mind is clear. So let me simply start by asking if you are under the influence of any drugs or alcohol. No, Your Honor. Are you taking any medication of any kind? Yes, for blood pressure. Okay, have you been taking that medication for some time? You know how it affects you. Is that correct? Yes. I wonder how did he, Travell had to get on blood pressure medicine too. God dog it. I done messed up. Let me see. Where was I? Okay. You have been taking that medication for some time. You know how it affects you. Say yes. Does it interfere with your ability to know what you are doing? And he said no. Other than the blood pressure medicine, do you have any other issues with your physical health that might affect your ability to be here today or to understand this proceeding? No, sir. Any problems with your mental health? No, sir. Have you ever been diagnosed with a medical condition? He said, no, sir. As you are here today, is your mind clear? Do you know exactly what you are doing? Yes, sir. How far did you go in high school? 2 years of college. I didn't finish. He said, okay, so you have a high school diploma. You have college credits. You can read, write, understand the English language. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Are you telling me you understand this proceeding? Is that correct? Yes, sir. The court. Mr. Brunstranger, I know you have had an opportunity to speak at length with Mr. Yagwin and look into his background and history. Do you have any reason to believe that he would not be competent to proceed or not capable of understanding this proceeding? My. Are we already at an hour? Well, y'all, they are, he asked him the same way he did Travell over and over. Do you understand what's going on? And I'm sure he's going to get into, have you been offered, promised anything, ask him, are you on any type of medication? Let me see what y'all saying. And before I go, because I told y'all I wouldn't be here long, we're going to have to finish this week. We'll finish it up tomorrow. But I have some things I have to do. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to hit the link for a minute. If you want to hit the link and say something respectfully, please do so. Okay? Hold on, let me do this. I'm going to pin the link. So hit that link if you want to say something about what we've covered thus far tonight. This crew was really some talking about the 4 people that was charged. Are you speaking of, do I have a picture of all of them? I have 3 of them. Oh, I have all of them right here. Are you speaking of those people? Sending love and strength your way, PP. We are standing with you. Thank you, Queen the Queen. We are standing strong, as Miss Jackie Foley would say. Okay, we standing strong. All right. Yes, we are. Reporting the facts. Everything that's just facts. Okay, reported from the feds to your ears. All right. Public knowledge. Public knowledge. Okay. Hey, everybody in the chat. Okay. Please, before you leave the live, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. That's right. Hit that thumbs up for the one time. Oh, I wish they would air the trial on TV. No, from my understanding, they do not air federal trials, so it won't be aired. Unfortunately. Great. Will you state your full name for the records? You got to turn that down. Mike, you ought to know how to work. Born in Denver, Colorado, and again, you have indicated your attorney has indicated that you are going to enter a plea of guilty. You got something on count 3 of the indictment. Is that in fact correct? Yes, Your Honor. Did you cut it off?
No. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. What's going on?
Hey, I was just calling you. I'm calling you to ask you if I can piggyback off you tonight.
Do what?
I was calling you to see if I could piggyback. I'm drinking water. I need
Lord. Why, folks? What you mean piggyback off of me? You got to earn your own. You got to earn your own stripes.
No, okay. I know that, but I'm saying yours is so good, and I'm still trying to learn how. I'm still trying to learn how to do this thing. You know, I got this computer thing, and I don't know how to work it yet.
Every time I help somebody, they turn on me and stab me in the back and start talking about me going on panels and dogging me out.
Did you see that who I had on last night? He gave me.
We're not gonna go into it. It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
All right, because hey, man, I'm gonna be funny tonight. I'm gonna be funny. So how you doing?
I'm doing good. Okay, I just got another cash app. Thank you. I just got that cash app. Yes, I sure did. Thank you so very much.
You're doing good. You're doing way better than me.
You doing good.
Now, them people, I had called about my check today, right? I was supposed to got my check Wednesday. And dude ain't even turned my time in. And I called about what? I started calling about 10 something this morning. And then they go to about, have you talked to your supervisor? I'm like, talk to him about what? I said, I'm already in the system. Why y'all just can't get my check? Well, he haven't turned your hours in because he mad because I left. I quit. You know, so, but they on some bull stuff. But how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hey, look, ain't no plan. What's up, boy? Stop capping. Hit the link, boy. Stop capping. TV.
Where mama, auntie,
Miss Loretta, if you guys missed it, the beginning of the show, she is traveling. She's going to take care of some family business. I talked to her earlier today, and then Miss Jackie Phylly, she's handling some things. She's getting ready to go to Duluth, Gwinnett County in a couple of weeks. So they're busy. You know, it's the holiday weekend. People got things to do. So it is what it is. Okay. Yeah. But we're gonna keep on moving, you know.
I'll be your sidekick for a while.
Are you just trying to piggyback? So you're just trying to get over here, get some support, and then stab me in the back and start talking.
No, you know what? You know what I
making up names, PP this and PP that. You know, that's how they do, child.
No, PP, let me tell you something. If you didn't watch me last night, I had, you know, my brother from another mother that's been helping me. I mean, I don't do that because don't nothing good from you come for that, you know?
Yeah, I know. You did comment.
And I had already called you and told you what to do.
I know. We're not gonna go. Let's not even go into it. It's not even worth mentioning. But it's all good. It's all good. I already told people to go subscribe, you know, and check out your channel.
I still love you. I don't give a damn. You can't smear you like that in front of me.
It's all good. It's all good. Do not.
I love you, boo.
No, he does not work at Sweetie Pies. He was. You guys remember Iceman came onto the show about a couple of months ago. What, about 2 months ago?
Yes, you know, I've been doing all that drinking. I don't remember, but yes, yeah, because I just been on here about a couple months. Yeah, you're right.
Because you knew Angel, right?